Islam, family. Islam, family. Islam. We got 62 people in the building, but we only got 19 thumbs up. We got 1 thumbs down. That must be one of the scammers. What's up, 704 Joe? So listen, family. Let me first explain something to you. Family, this is by no means me trying to give the Moorish Science Temple of America ideal a black eye. That's not what I'm doing. So don't think for a second that this is what this is about. Some people say, well, Brother Ta'aka, why are you airing this out in public? Well, this situation that I'm about to reveal, you see what I'm saying? This situation that I'm about to reveal was done in public. Honor to my sister Stephanie Lee Bay. She said you should keep it peaceful and respectful about my Supreme Grand Sheikh. I would not call him out his name, sister. I would not say he said this or he said that. I will only use fact. I will only use fact. If you want me to stop presenting facts, then you're going to have to say that. But I will not be disrespectful. I will not call him out his name, nor will I call anybody out their name or disrespect them. But I will present facts. I will present facts. Now, it's up to you or the public to accept them to be fact. But I will present facts. You follow me? But with that being said, first and foremost, let me rise. Let me rise and give praise to the great God of the universal law and give honor to his prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And I give honor to each and every one of you. Again, family, I am not here to give the ideal of the Moorish Science Temple of America a black eye, for I feel that I am an inheritor of some of the nonsense that our predecessors have allowed to linger for so long. The Moorish Science Temple of America is one of the greatest organizations that I know, or the greatest organization that I know for the redemption and the salvation of our people and the liberation. It covers everything from economics, from educational, political, everything you want, everything you can name, the Moorish Science Temple of America idealistically covers. Unfortunately, in some sectors of what is called the Moorish Science Temple of America, or factions or groups, they tend to stay stuck on maybe one portion. Maybe one may stay stuck on the religious side as it relates to seeming kind of churchy. One may be stuck on appearing to be on the social side that appears to be a little bit on the let's take a march. And some just are existing. But we of the Moorish Science Temple of America's a noble temple, we take a proactive approach. And the proactive approach is, if the prophet did it, let me do it. If Marcus Garvey did it, let me do it. If the prophet did it, at least let me try it. If the prophet said I can do it, then most likely I can do it. If Jesus said he walked on water, well, I'm going tomorrow and I'm going to walk on some water. Do you understand the concept? We don't look at it from a perspective that what they say is something to glorify. We look at it as something that what they say is something to demonstrate. There's a difference. There's a difference. And so you have many groups out here where they look at the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and they glorify Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Well, we try to embody Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Science Temple of America Noble Temples. And because we are doing this at a rapid pace, we are growing. Many people got mad when I came out with the video, or I'm doing a pay-per-view called what is it called? By Whose Authority? Matter of fact, let me show you a screenshot to bring you up to speed real quick. It's called By Whose Authority? Who is by whose authority? Let me see, man. I forgot the title. I've been doing so much. It's by whose authority? The myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. My apology. But let me show you what I put up to bring everybody up to speed who may not be up to speed. So what I did was I created a flyer for the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, and I want to show people so they can know exactly how this confrontation that they call a confrontation. I don't call it that, but they call a confrontation has come about. So pretty much, this is the flyer that I made about the pay-per-view. And all the proceeds will go towards building of the Moorish village. If you're a member or a friend of the channel, if you're a member of the Noble Temples or a friend of the channel, then you know what that is. So here's the flyer that I put up. And as you can see, it's only 3 brothers in silhouette with fezes on. And it says, the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, February the 3rd. Now, mind you, I did not name anybody directly. I just said, I'm going to kill the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. And from that, it caused a stir. The first group of Moors and the only group of Moors to date that has have a problem with this pay-per-view is the group that is under this guy here. This guy here is named Emmanuel BRASWELL BEY. I find him to be a very charming brother. Very charming, very easy to talk to kind of brother. His name is BRASWELL BEY. There he goes sitting down in the blue right there. Again, I find him to be a charming brother. I can't say nothing wrong about him as it relates to when I met him. Only thing I can say is those around him, they wasn't as charming or as gracious as I come to see him to be. So in my mind, now this is my interpretation. In my mind, he is the face of the charm, but now the pit bulls are trained in a certain way. So for instance, if you look at me and I'm cool and everything is good, but my mufti right here may not be so good because he is on another level to protect and serve, if you will. So it's the cronies, if you will, that seem to be under a spell, sort of a cultish spell. Bottom line is, let's move forward. So when I put out this this pay-per-view ad, they begin to go nuts. They want to know who gives me the authority. Am I still with Belial? It reminds me of the Jay-Z battle. You know what I mean? Whatever. It reminds me of a rap battle. What am I doing with the Noble Temples? The prophet never named anything Noble Temples. All of this stuff. They put themselves on a hot seat by beginning to attack. And as I told people in the previous videos, that the attack started a while ago. But anyway, now, the moment that you choose to attack me, I'm not going to attack you with name calling. I'm going to, if you ask me my authority, you're going to compel me to look into your authority. You see, but before I look into your authority, I might stumble on some other stuff. And if I stumble on some other stuff, it's my job to bring it to the people. Let me get a thumbs up. Do you think it's my job if I found some misappropriation in any Moorish movement by the leader, should I bring it to the people? Press 1. Because if y'all don't want me to bring it to the people, then I will just have some books up here and we can go through the lessons and we can do that. But press 1 if you think that if I see the misappropriation, should I bring it to the people? And now, okay, I got some thumbs up, I got some ones. Okay, so now it's my job with a voice. I have a voice. This video right here, by tomorrow, it will be 1,000 views plus. By tomorrow, without a doubt. I know my worth as it relates to distributing the information to the people. And therefore, my worth is going to be utilized in the fashion to protect the people. That's what it is. It's just what it is. So let's just get into it. Here we go. Y'all ready for the ride? Y'all ready to take a ride? Somebody inform me if the screenshot doesn't move like it's supposed to. But I'm gonna look on my phone too while I'm doing it. So, first of all, family, as you know, I like to take you through a journey. You know, I don't like to just give you a bunch of screenshots. I like my screenshots to tell a story. And I put a lot of effort for this story to be told. So here we go. It starts off where I post this ad about my pay-per-view. Now, amongst the Moorish Americans, there are many groups that have a leader that uses the title Supreme Grand Sheik. Out of all the groups, one group spoke up, and that was this group. I didn't mind, no problem. If you want to speak up, fine, but bring some information. Don't bring confrontation, bring information. As of yet, we have seen no information, only confrontation and name calling. And like I said, and this is the leader. The one that's behind him is a brother named Kayon Jabbar or Kabar. Now, this guy is some supporter of the cause. I don't even know his position. I think he's just jumping to defense because I mentioned the Supreme Grand Sheik BRASWELL BEY name. And so I just think he just jumped to defense on it. And so now he's mad at me. But it's okay. It's okay. So what we see right here is me at Unity Hall. This is Unity Hall. I think it was a few years ago, me at Unity Hall, you know. And as you can see, me at Unity Hall, behind me, 3140 Indiana Avenue. And that's what this is all about. 3140 Indiana Avenue. And this is called Scamming in the Name of the Prophet. Scamming in the name of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You follow me? Now, 3140 Indiana Avenue is a historical landmark. It's a historical landmark as it relates to the Moorish Americans because in this picture right here, this picture is a historical picture that relates to a time period of the movement of the Moorish Science Temple of America when things was moving at a rapid pace and things was moving great, you know. And so when the background of this picture where you see the Moorish Americans is 3140 Indiana Avenue. Please stick with me with this. 3140 Indiana Avenue. This is where the Moorish Americans had the first annual convention. You know what I mean? Unity Hall, 3140. Till this day, many Moorish Americans make a pilgrimage to this place, 3140 Indiana Avenue. To this day, many Moorish Americans make a pilgrimage there. But now, what I need to share with you is that most Moorish Americans believe, most of them that came in the movement to some degree when they first come in, they have this perception that the Moors owned this building. That is not true. The Moors did not own this building, you know? So the Moors did not own this building. You see? You see, that's my brother said, that's me on the left. There you go, brother. That's right. The Moors did not own this building. In fact, let's take a reading. This building, Unity Hall, L.B. Dixon was the architect in 1887. Originally built as Lakeside Club, a Jewish social organization. This structure was renamed in 1917 when it became headquarters of the People's Movement Club, a political organization headed by Oscar Stanton DePriest, the first quote-unquote African-American elected to the city council, and the first Northern quote-unquote Black elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. This rare surviving example of 19th century clubhouse building is one of the 9 structures in Black metropolis Bronzeville Historic District, designated on September 9, 1998, Richard M. Daley, Mayor, Commission on Chicago Landmarks. Stay with me, family. Don't leave. Now, this is Oscar the Priest, light olive Moorish American brother who they have characterized as being black. Whatever the case may be, this is the same thing I just read, so we're going to go to the next. This is how the building looked in 2012. You see, in 2012, it says the building was sitting vacant and for sale. The upper windows boarded up and scaffolding erected across the facade, the facade, whatever. Although protected from demolition as a city landmark, there was widespread concern that the deferred maintenance and exposure to elements would cause the demolition by neglect, right? So here we go. This is in 2012. This is the historical building that the Moors are standing behind, right? In 2012. This is the way that it's looking. This is like 8-9 years ago, give or take. So it's saying Unity Hall is one of the 8 buildings and monument that compose the National Registry Black Metropolis Historical District in BRASWELL. Most of the buildings include Unity Hall was in peril or in demolition court. Remember that word, demolition court, okay? Demolition court. When I wrote about BRASWELL, this is the guy that wrote on this story, the blog, Preservation Efforts 16 years ago. Chicago Sun-Times architecture critic. Follow me, family. This is Unity Hall. This is Unity Hall again, 12 years ago. This is what it looked like during the time of the prophet, per se. However, this is Unity Hall. You feel me? So follow me. Walk with me. This is at a time before 12 years ago when a church was using it. It was Almonte something temple, Jerusalem temple. It was a church called Jerusalem Temple, I see. And this was right before 2012. There was a church in there. And so this what it looked like when the church owned it. However, the church was unable to maintain the maintenance, and that's ultimately how it got to this point, because the church was unable to maintain the maintenance, and so it went down. So bring us forward to 2012, 2013. Take a listen.
Restorative is slander.
This is the brother BRASWELL BEY. Matter of fact, I want you to see BRASWELL BEY in this recording is saying that, number one, they are going to restore this building. Listen closely. Somebody here. Here we go. Listen.
Restorative is slander. As the turn of the century most authentic architecture in Chicago, then you too would help us too with financial donations and with anything else you can do to help us.
In this voiceover, he's asking for financial donations to rehab this building. Listen.
Preserve, save, and preserve this wonderful building, which is a landmark in our great city, Chicago, Illinois.
Listen, he's doing a radio interview, and in this radio interview, he says that they have purchased the building, and he's on the radio promoting to get donations. Pay attention.
For any sympathizers here that the Moore of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145 Indiana Avenue.
He says that the Moorish Science Temple of America was able to purchase the building at 3940 Indiana Avenue. Listen clearly.
For any sympathizers here that the Morningside Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145 Indiana Avenue, where the prophet started having meetings. One of the early locations of the meetings, and the location of the first national convention of the Morningside Temple of America. That's groundbreaking information, and it's something that I know that is going to reverberate throughout the Moorish movement here in America.
I want y'all to press 1 if y'all heard the commentator says that, or the interviewer says that they purchased the building. Now, if you didn't hear him say it, then I'm going to show you BRASWELL BEY say it. Check it out.
A matter of time. It was a matter of time that the prophet Noble Raleigh commandant the building.
First, he said, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, commandant the building. If you want to hear tricky language, understand what commandant means. An officer in charge of a particular force or institution. Prophet Noble Drew Ali did not commandant the building. They had space in the building, and I'll show that in a minute. But listen to what he said.
Just a matter of time. It was a matter of time that the prophet Noble Raleigh commandant the building. And in the basement, where there's a full-service kitchen, was the Moorish luncheon room area. We plan to open that back up again. It was a matter.
They plan to open up the luncheon area. This is where they say they bought the building. I'm gonna let you hear him in a second. Check it out.
Was the Moorish luncheon room area. We plan to open that back up again, and maybe have some cooking classes. There's so many things on the board that we're planning to do with our building.
Listen. There's so many things on the board that we plan to do with our building at 3140. Listen.
Do with our building at 3140 that we're planning to do with our building. There's so many things on the board that we're planning to do with our building at 3140.
Y'all hear that? So many things that we plan to do with our building at 3140. Now watch this. Now he's going to send sympathy emotions out to get your money. Check it out.
And help us save 3140 South Indiana Avenue, where our prophet Noble Raleigh held the first annual national convention.
He's pulling on your heartstrings. Where our prophet Noble Raleigh served the first demonstrated the first annual convention. This is the picture, and this is the convention picture. He's pulling on your heartstrings to get your money. Now listen. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the evidence.
And help us save 3140 South Indiana Avenue.
Matter of fact, let me put the picture beside it so you can really have perspective of what is going on here. See, no more. You can't get away with this no more. You can't get away. Man, I'm telling you, you can't get away with it no more. No. We ain't going for it. No more. And y'all need to get a ticket to this. See how I do this investigation for free? Get a ticket of the Supreme Grand Sheik and watch how I bust that up.
Guess what, Moorish Americans?
Listen.
Guess what, fellow Americans?
Not that one. We need to finish hearing all this first. Let me put the picture in so y'all can see as he talk about the prophet in the building and all this stuff. Pay attention. Here we go.
And help us save 3140 South Indiana Avenue, where our prophet Noble Raleigh held the first annual national convention, where his office was, because as I said, he started meeting in the basement, and as those old Moors said to me.
So Sheikh Montezuma said, did the finance get returned? Brother, why would he return finance for something that he never purchased in the first place? I'm going to prove that in a minute. He shouldn't have been taking finance because he never purchased the building. It wasn't never his building. It never was a Morningside Temple of America building. Not during the time of the prophet and not during the time that he had the radio interview. He should have never solicited for donations. Let's play it out.
Those ones who were raised by the prophet and helped raise me said that they heard all that noise upstairs, and the prophet said, that church upstairs is going to be gone pretty soon. We'll be up there. And true enough, they were there. It was just a matter of time. It was a matter of time.
Listen to the sympathy.
That the prophet Noble Raleigh, matter of time. It was a matter of time that the Prophet Noah Riley carved the building, and in the basement where there's a full-service kitchen.
That's why they say go out to school. So here we go. Pay attention. Check out this.
Guess what, Moorish Americans? Guess what, fellow Americans? We are going to have all of that.
Listen.
And his house, 3603 South Indiana Avenue. All of that belongs to us. And his house, 3603 South Indiana Avenue. All of that belongs to us. 3 South Indiana Avenue. All of that belongs to us, so that we can be proud of something that we have, that we can relate to and share with and talk to our children about.
Now in that clip, he's talking about basically getting the whole block. The whole block. Listen.
Their children can talk to their children about, you haven't made your Moorish American Hajj unless you have visited these holy sites. And we call them holy sites because the Prophet Noah Riley is a holy prophet.
And let me stop this for a minute to catch up with you, because I'm going to speak to the sister real quick. I'm going to speak to the sister. Sister say you shouldn't be trying to have your own temple in Baltimore. Isn't that violating the bylaws and Constitution? No, sister, it is not. It is not. I know that you are a member of the BRASWELL BEY body. I get it. I get it. Sister, the brother told the people on the radio that the Moorish Science Temple of America had purchased this building, and he began to solicit for donations. My brother from Washington State, he says, well, did he give the money back? My point is, he shouldn't have been collecting money anyway, because he never purchased the building. He never purchased the building. And I got a few more clips. Let's go. I know it hurt. It posed to. Truth hurt. It posed to. I'm trying to save you from this madness. All right, let's go. Now listen.
The building, and in the basement where there's a full-service kitchen.
He said they're going to fix the basement up, and listen what they're going to put up in there.
Was the Moorish luncheon room area. We plan to open that back up again and maybe have some cooking classes.
They're going to take the basement and have some cooking classes. The sister asked, well, how long ago was this? Sister, there was about 5 to 7 years ago. Embezzlement do not have no time limit on it, sister. If you embezzle my money, I don't care if it was 100 years ago. Doesn't make sense to ask me how long. Now here we go.
There's so many things on the board that we're planning to do with our building at 3140 South Indiana.
You see that? Listen.
There's so many things on the board that we're planning to do with our building, with our building at 3140 South Indiana, to do with our building that.
He clearly is telling the people that it's their building. Clearly. That is what he's telling the people. Listen. Hold on. Let me get you right. Let me get you right real quick. Listen to how he solicit for donations. Check this out.
We're going to need the help of everybody. Need the help of everybody. Need the help of everybody who, like I said earlier, has a sentimental value to that building.
We're going to need the help of everybody who have sentimental values. Let me pull on your heartstrings, get your money out your purse.
We're going to need the help of everybody who, like I said earlier, has a sentimental value to that building, has a connection to that building, want the help out of the goodness of their heart. And these donations are made to the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Moorish Science Temple.
The donations are made to the Moorish Science Temple of America. No, it's made to BRASWELL BEY's Moorish Science Temple of America.
To the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? So now, I want to show y'all one more thing. Hold on. Watch this. Real quick. Let me give y'all one more real quick. So let me answer some questions. Let me answer some questions. So the brother say, where is your authority? That's all. Actually, I have a warrant of authority from Bailey L. but my true authority comes from Allah. So, hey, that's just what it is. You know, my true authority comes from Allah. You don't have to accept it. I don't need to prove that to you. But I do actually have a warrant of authority from Belial. But my authority comes from Allah. My authority as a man comes from Allah. As a Moorish American comes from Allah. That's where my authority comes from. I mean, I'm not trying to impress you or prove anything to anybody except for what's right and what's wrong. And so with that being said, I got one more thing for you. I got one more thing for you. Hold on. Let me see. I got some stuff for you now. Be nice. Now, listen to this. Listen.
We're going to need the help of everybody who, like I said earlier, has a sentimental.
Not that one.
And the stage where the prophet taught at and where he spoke at has never been changed.
Listen.
And that is an amazing thing.
He's going to pull at your heartstrings.
Once you come in. You can make a donation.
Hold up. Listen.
You can have your name, a brass tag on your name on the back of the seat for $50 to $100.
Hold up.
You can buy a certificate, a beautiful certificate for $500, 5x7. You can donate and get an 8x11 certificate for $1,000. We encourage all of America who has any kind of sentimental connection.
Listen.
23145
Listen one more time.
To send in your finance, to donate.
Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? I want y'all to hear this clear. You got to hear this clear. You got to hear this clear. Give me 1 second. Let me get y'all right. Let me get y'all right real quick. Because you got to hear this. I want you to hear this. You know, you got to hear this. All right. I don't want y'all to get that yet. I just put it in where I put him at. There he come. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want y'all to hear this clear. Listen how this brother goes about trying to get your bread out you. Watch this. Give me 1 second. Let me get it over there to you. Let me get it over here to you. Watch how this brother goes about get your bread out you. You know what I mean? This is how you gonna get that bread up out you. Check this out. All right, here we go. Let me screen share this real quick. This is how you gonna get the bread up out you. If you're crazy enough to kick out the bread. All right, here you go. Listen closely. There you go.
And the stage where the prophet taught at and where he spoke at has never been changed. And that is an amazing thing to see and to behold.
Listen.
Once you come in. You can make a donation.
You can make a donation.
You can have your name, a brass tag on your name on the back of the seat.
You can get your donation. You get your name, a brass tag to go on back of a seat.
For $50 to $100.
For $50 to $100.
You can buy a certificate, a beautiful certificate.
You can buy a certificate, a beautiful certificate.
For $500, 5x7.
For $500, 5x7, a piece of paper that is.
You can donate and get an 8x11 certificate for $1,000.
An 8x11 certificate for $1,000.
We encourage all of America who has it.
Now I'm gonna let it play all the way out. Listen to it.
And the stage where the prophet taught at and where he spoke at has never been changed. And that is an amazing thing to see and to behold once you come in. You can make a donation. You can have your name, a brass tag on your name on the back of the seat for $50 to $100. You can buy a certificate, a beautiful certificate for $500, 5x7. You can donate and get an 8x11 certificate for $1,000. We encourage all of America who has any kind of sentimental connection to 3140 South Indiana to send in your finance, to donate.
Okay, did y'all hear that? Did y'all get that? Send in your finance and donate. Family, this building is actually owned by Tom Boney. The Moorish Science Temple of America never owned it. This is an ad from 2012, if I'm thinking 2013. Third Ward Alderman Pat Dwell said Douglas-based developer Tom Boney got the zoning change he needed last week to save the deteriorating landmark, 3140 South Indiana Avenue. The building with its Noble Queen Anne exterior has sat vacant for the past few years and was well-known home family for a family of raccoons. Now, the question becomes, family, do we sit back and let people proselytize to our next generation with an ulterior motive? And I love all Moorish Americans. Some of these people in this picture here is not at fault. Many of them are victims. Many of them are victims. But the point of the matter is, you're pulling at somebody's heartstrings for the sake of getting the money out of their pockets. And clearly, nobody did any checks and balance on this project. We sitting up there, we focused on Umar, but the Moorish community has been taken for a spin too. The Moorish community has been taken for a spin too. And the funny thing to me is, why do these group of Moors always attack people? Why do they attack people? Don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Pulling on people's heartstrings for an abandoned building that used to house the office of the Prophet Noble Ali, that used to facilitate Moorish American events, when you know for sure that you never purchased the building, You follow me? You never purchased the building. This is unbelievable. Listen to what they say again. Let's go back at it.
Guess what, Moorish Americans? Guess what, fellow Americans? We are going to have all of that. And his house.
See, in this clip, and I should have got the whole thing, but you know what? I'll let y'all get the download, and you can hear it for yourself. Somebody, listen, email me to huckabay@yahoo.com. I'll give everybody the download. You know what I mean? I give everybody the download because he said that we got Unity Hall, but we're going to get all of it.
3603 South Indiana Avenue. All of that belongs to us so that we can be proud of something that we have, that we can relate to and share with and talk to our children about, and their children can talk.
Do you hear that? So family, real quick, listen to this.
At one time that the Prophet Noble Raleigh, and in the basement where there's a full-service kitchen.
Y'all hear that? You know what I mean? Y'all hear this? Hold on one second.
And the stage where the Prophet taught at and where he spoke at has never been changed. Any kind of sentimental connection to 3140 South Indiana to send in your finance, to donate.
Listen.
South Indiana, to send in your finance, to donate.
Send in your finance to donate. To donate. And I want to make it clear.
And the stage where the Prophet taught at and where 23140 South Indiana to send in your finance to donate.
Send in your finance to donate. You follow me? Send in your finance to donate. Now look, we got Damuel. We have never been lied to. There was a deposit for $31.40. The check had been given back. The past minister decided to sell to the University of Chicago. Brother, no, don't spend the day. Don't spend the day. We have him saying that it is our building. It is our building. We purchased. Nuh-uh. It is our building. You can't spend that. Matter of fact, let me pull the clip back up. Just for extra measure. Let me pull the clip back up. Let me tell you. There we go. Listen.
There's so many things on the board that we're planning to do with our building and 31 building and 31 with our building and 31 with our building and 31 with our building and 31.
Brother, that don't sound like no deposit. Cut it out. Cut it out.
To do with our building.
Chris Shaw, you can't save this one, brother. Go on, fall back. Fall back.
Do with our building and 3140 to do with our building at 3140 South Indiana.
You can't save this, brother.
Restore it to its grandeur.
They're going to restore it to its grandeur.
Most authentic architecture in Chicago. Then you too will help us too with financial donations.
Listen.
And with anything else you can do to help us preserve, save, and preserve this wonderful building, which is a landmark in our great city, Chicago, Illinois.
You see?
Islam?
Listen now. Listen to the guy who is actually doing the interview.
So that as planning sympathizers here that the Moore Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145 Indiana Avenue.
That ain't no deposit.
That the Moore Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145 Indiana Avenue.
One more time.
Here that the Moore Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145 Indiana Avenue with a profit. Start having meetings. One of the early locations of the meetings and the location of the first national convention of the Moore Temple of America.
All right, let me turn it up again. Let me turn it up a little bit. You can't really hear it. That's why I was narrating some of these. Here we go.
Start having meetings. One of the early locations of the meeting sympathizers here that the Moore Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145. Planning sympathizers here that the Moore Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 3145 Indiana Avenue. That the
Moore Temple of America, BRASWELL Bay Moors, was able to purchase Unity Hall at 3140 Indiana Avenue.
Start having meetings. One of the early locations of the meetings and the location of the first national convention of the Moore Temple of America. That's groundbreaking information, and it's something that I know that
it's groundbreaking information.
That is going to reverberate throughout the Moorish movement here in America.
It's going to reverberate throughout the Moorish movement here in America.
And it should reverberate throughout North America because of the impact that Unity Hall has had on the whole.
Family, everything I do, I'm going to show proof. I'm not going to sit up here and say somebody said this and somebody said that. So on February the 3rd, the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. Now I've done 3 shows, right? I've done 3 shows, and I haven't touched one slide. I haven't touched one slide from the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik presentation. That presentation is going to put all of this in perspective. That presentation is going to show where the confusion came from, how these different leaderships came about, and why we are in the condition that we are in today. Why this scam right here can go unchecked. Why people defend the scam. I'm going to try to answer some of these questions. But the main thing is, on the Supreme Grand Sheik presentation, I'm only on the Supreme Grand Sheik presentation, I'm only going to give you historical fact. I'm only going to give you historical fact. Matter of fact, let me put the link in here just in case somebody wish to purchase a ticket. I'm gonna put the link in here. I'm only going to give you historical fact, and all the finances go towards building our Moorish village here in Baltimore. There's the link. If anybody wish to purchase a ticket, matter of fact, I'm also going to put the link down in the comment section. Let me put the link in the comment section real quick. But I'm telling you, family, this here, the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik is really going to go into the historical account of what really happened and what is really happening today. That's what it's going in for. You know, I'm telling you, many people are going to be upset, but it doesn't take any sides. It doesn't take any sides. It really doesn't. It's not. Although, you know, let me share something with you, right? I want to share something with you that really boggles my mind, right? So I'm going to keep with me real quick. I'm going to be about 10 more minutes. What really boggles my mind is, let me pull up this clip real quick. I think it's right here. What really boggles my mind, right, is I would like if one of them want to debate me on my authority. That's what I would love to do, right? That's my pet peeve. I debate you. All that old tough talk, whatever. Inbox me. We can do all that too. But I'd rather debate you with information. So now I have a question. Now, if you want to debate me, if anybody want to give them the information brotherly, you my brother. I love you. You my brother. Debate me on the information. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that. I would debate anybody on the information. What I was looking for. Oh, I know what I was looking for. So let me ask y'all something. So listen, this group right here claimed to be the exclusive only holder of Moorish theology, exclusive rights. Nobody else have right to use, talk about, produce. They ain't stopping nothing, but that's their concept, that nobody else has the right or the ability to teach, talk about, or even propagate Moorish science if you're not under their grand body. Now, I don't know where they get this from. You know, I don't know where they get this from because it doesn't make sense. But wherever they got it from, I'm going to make sense out of this real quick. They claim, this is one of their claims. One of their claims is that they are the original Moorish Science Temple of America, right? This is what they claim. They claim that they are the original Prophet's grand body. This is one of their claims, right? So, and they asked me on Facebook, where do I get my authority? I keep telling them I will share with you on February the 3rd. You know what I mean? However, I have received a warrant of authority from D. Bailey L. You know what I mean? However, my authority is from God Almighty. It's my religious right. I don't know who told somebody that you are going to determine what I teach. You know what I mean? Me and Belial is in a good space. I have no beef with Belial. Never did. Call him every chance I get. Trying to call him now. So whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, I was going to put him on the phone with the brother last night, but the brother Belial may has helped me together. Was in the hospital. Recently got released from the hospital, so he didn't pick up the phone. But I say, ask Belial, because at this point, it don't make a difference to me. Ask Belial where I get my authority. So listen, These guys are so caught up, right? This is how cultish. This is how cultish that it has become. Pay attention to this real quick. This is how cultish that the Moorish Science Temple of America, BRASWELL, BEY, MOORS have become. You know what I mean? You see that? We got this from the prophet. We are the original MSTFA under the headquarters. Would you debate me on it, Damu? Would you debate me on it? Debate me on it, Damu. I say you wrong. Debate me on it. Damu L, debate me on it. Bring your best debater. Debate me on it that you are not the original, that you are not. Now, debate me on it. Debate me on it, Damu. Are you serious in the hospital, man? Lord be pleased. No, he out of the hospital now. He out of the hospital now. They talk this stuff, but they won't debate. Debate me on it, Damu. Debate me on it. But anyway, let me share this with y'all. Look, they sensitive. But listen, I'm not sensitive. I'm going to show you information real quick. February the 3rd, I'm really going to break it down. So this is how cultish these brothers are. This brother, John Hurston, listen to this. This brother, John Hurston, he writes on Facebook, I keep telling him that he is doing his own thing. He isn't a part of the Prophet's Temple. That means I'm not a part of BRASWELL BEY or Grand Body. That I'm not a member of BRASWELL BEY. So I'm not a part of the Prophet movement. This is how sick people are. He isn't under anyone. So where is his lineage? Oh, that's what we're going to address. That's what we are going to address. And I took this down for a reason, because we are going to address it on February the 3rd. Lineage. And we're going to look into your lineage. And we're going to look at it with a fine-tooth comb. And I'm going to show you that you ain't the Prophet's grand body. Especially you. But if you are the Prophet's grand body, is everybody ready for this? We need a drum roll. If you are the Prophet's grand body, tell me what happened to, this is the picture on the first annual convention. But nobody wants you to see, right? They always have it squinched up. If you are the Prophet's grand body, tell me what happened to this land right here. Members of the Moorish Science Temple of America celebrating purchase of First Temple grounds, May 26, May 1926. Where is this land? Huh? Tell me. See, let me tell you something. I'm going to get you right. 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 Let me show you how they show the convention flyer. Because they don't know. They don't know. I'm going to get you right. I'm going to get you right. You know what I mean? If you are the Prophet's grand body, what happened to our land? Huh? It was purchased by the Prophet. You know what I mean? What happened to it? What happened to it? Where is it? Where the deed at? Where the deed at? Huh? Where the deed at? You don't know where no deed at. You don't have a clue. Where the deed at? You ain't no Moorish Science Temple of America. Where the deed at? That's all I need to know. Let me show you how they show you this real quick. This is how they give it to you, right? But see, I got forensic around this demonstration. I got the best investigators right here in the Moorish world at Moorish World TV. Let me show you how they give it to you. This is how they show it to you, right? Matter of fact, this is how they show it to you, because they don't got no answers for my people. You know what I mean? But we're going to find these answers. Don't worry about it, family. Work with your brother, Charles Bay. This is how they show you the flyer, right? And then if you try to stretch it, you ain't going to see nothing, right? And look, matter of fact, I'm going to show you how the scam runs deep. How the scam runs deep. Work with me, family. I'm going to show you how the scam runs deep. Stand by. Stand by real quick. I'm going to show you how the scam runs deep. Watch this. Moorish, what they call Grand Major Temple. Let's go to Grand Major Temple. I'm going to show you how the scam runs deep. I'm going to show you this, family. Work with me. Work with me. I'm going to get them in a minute. I'm going to get them in a minute. I'm going to get them in a minute. Hold up. Let me get him in a minute. I'm gonna get him in a minute. Watch this. If I can get convention flyer, the convention demonstrate. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna get him in a minute, family. So listen, let me show you something. Family, pay attention to me. Pay attention to your brother. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna let him get you.
These pieces of the archives that you see.
So this is how they show it.
Didn't use that technology, which meant that it wasn't necessary.
If you look close,
you can't come up with nothing new.
If you look close, you won't even recognize the picture down the bottom. Check it out.
ID cards too. Technology was developed. Here,
look,
heading of the organization. First,
let me pause it. Where it's at. Pause it. Now, the video is a bit grainy, right? But if you look close, if you was in the room, you could not read what was down the bottom. Your brother's going to show you what's down the bottom. Let me show you what's down the bottom. And if you go to any Moorish Science Temple of America, unfortunately, you most likely would not be able to read what is down the bottom. But your brother going to show you what's down the bottom. I mean, I'm going to show you. Let me show you real quick. This is the bottom of the flyer that you're looking at. This is the bottom. This is what it really looked like. Read what it says. Members of the Moorish Science Temple of America celebrating the first purchase, celebrating purchase of First Temple grounds, May 1926. If they are the Moorish Science Temple of America, show us the deed to this land. Show us the bill of sale. What did you do with it? What did you do with it? What did you do with it? See, they got all this grainy stuff that way you can't really see what you're looking at. Let me ask a question real quick. How many people in the Moorish Science Temple of America ever looked that closely at that document right there? How many people? How many people? Yeah, hold on. How many people in the Moorish Science Temple? My bad, I got echo. My bad. How many people? Can anybody help me out? Press 1. How many people? Everybody? Everybody looked at it that closely? Everybody looked at it that closely? Press 1 if you ain't never really pay attention to it. Anybody look at it that closely? Because every time you see that document, it's all grainy. Go around in any temple of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Every time you look at it, it's grainy. You never know what it says. You never know. You just see a group of people right there and you never know. But guess what? When you travel around and you do real research, like the research you're going to get, like the research that you're going to get on February the 3rd, you get to see the real. You know what I mean? You get to see the real. But for those who have seen it, why don't nobody hold nobody accountable? Huh? Why? The Moors bought that land in 1926. This was even before 1928 when the Moors was really riding high. Really riding high. But we're going to question all these things, family. Man, listen, if these brothers didn't attack me, I wouldn't have said nothing. All I did was promote my new pay-per-view. And they got scared. They got scared, thought I was talking about them. They got scared. Look at that. That's the only flyer I put up, and they got scared. They thought I was talking about them, and they came to attack me. That doesn't make sense. You don't have enough. You don't have enough. Your arm don't reach enough to attack me. Why you want to attack me? Because I want to give people history, and give people the documents. Because anybody who ordered this I'm going to give them the documents that I use. I'm going to give them the documents that I use. Anybody that order this pay-per-view, they also going to get over 100 slides in their inbox. They're going to get over 100 slides in their inbox. They're going to get every convention flyer that tells a story from the inside out. They're going to get 100 slides. They're going to get all sorts of letters. Yeah. And they'll be able to put it together themselves. But the only thing I did was said that I was going to do this, the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. And they went crazy. I've never disrespected BRASWELL BEY. So she said, you was at our convention and you was also in Supreme Grand Sheik class about 2 months ago. So if you feel he was not in the body, why was you there? He was not. No, he has history. Why was I there? He has history, sister. I can go and listen to a brother to teach Moorish history. That doesn't mean, and matter of fact, if you think that I didn't question him there, let me show you. Let me show you. All right? Because since you think I didn't question him there, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you right now. Hopefully I can get it up in here. See if I can get it up in here. Yeah, because if you think I didn't question him there, let me see if I can get it up in here. Here we go. This is, and you know this brother right here. You know this brother right here. And I don't take this personal. I wasn't attacking anybody. They actually attacked me. And after they attacked me, I responded. I don't attack nobody. See if you can see that. So you're telling me, right? You're telling me that you can produce the minutes from 1935 unbroken every year. This is when people say, why didn't you say it in his face? Now, I'm not threatening anybody because that ain't my style. If I thought it was on some G-type check, then we would do that too, but that ain't my thing. I'm about information. But this is Carter Bey. But look at him in the background. Check him out. To 1985. No. This is a yes or no. And it's going to show emphatically the leadership passed down of Supreme Grand Sheiks.
How can the minutes of brother? First of all,
this is the point. This is the point.
Right. You trying to preempt what I'm about to say. Brothers and sisters. What else is man going to show but a line of letters of leadership? Of course.
So he tells me that he's going to show the line of leadership dating back to the prophet. Listen to what I say.
You cannot have.
You still didn't answer.
I just asked the question.
You going to show?
You cannot have a more scientific America.
You hear this?
Without a head. Right. So of course the minutes are going to show that somebody's in charge.
Okay.
So it's going to show.
You're going to show that. Can we put a date when we can meet and show this? I'm asking. Let's put a date so we can show this. Listen. In DC. When you want to do this?
Chicago is the land.
When you want to go to Chicago?
When I want to go, it's me.
I'm on your time.
Whenever the Grand Sheik calls me to come to
Chicago. You want me to go? Listen. Watch the Grand Sheik. It will be forthcoming. Did y'all hear this? I'm ready to do it now.
Whenever the Grand Sheik calls me to come to Chicago.
When you want me to go?
It'll be forthcoming.
Huh?
It'll be forthcoming.
It'll be forthcoming. You see? I'm going to went live on Moors TV, man. This is
no. He said convention.
Convention. He said that he's going to show all of this documentation convention. I'm telling him, let's do it now. Let's clear the air now. I mean, let's do it now. You feel me? Let's do it now. You know what I mean? Y'all can filibuster all you want. Y'all can filibuster all you want. If you ain't ready to debate me and bring forth information, I ain't really trying to hear it. I ain't really trying to hear it. You know what I mean? Brother Seals Bay, you know the number. Call me up, brother. Call me up, brother. Call on in, brother. Let's get some calls in, matter of fact. There we go. Let's get some calls in. Let's get some calls in. If y'all disrespectful, I'm going to cut the line So, but let's get some calls in real quick. I'm gonna put the number in here real quick. Seals Bay, hold up 1 second. They mad at me. They mad at me. They ain't shook up. Boy, look. They say they ran me away with the truth. No, you never. You just thought, but you're gonna do it later. I'm ready to do it now. You know what I mean? I'm ready to do it now. Woo, praise the Lord for the truth. I love the truth. I love the truth, but they mad at me. Come on, Damu. Come on, Damu. Man, you ain't got to be mad at me, man. I ain't slandered nobody. All I did was tell the truth. I mean, I ain't slandered nobody. All I did was tell the truth. You ain't purchased no building. It's not, hold on, boy. It's not, boy. Let's put you by. Let's put you by the demonstration. Let's put you by the demonstration. Praise the Lord, my family. Who you are, where you coming from? Where you calling from? Islam?
Islam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you well. Who I'm talking to, where you calling from?
Islam, this is your brother Sadell Seals Bay calling from Atlanta, Noble Temple 33.
Atlanta, Noble Temple 33 in the building.
The great God Allah. You know what I'm saying? How honest to the prophet. So I just want to say that, listen, nobody ran you off. In the video, it clearly shows if you can say it on MOORS World TV, then you can say it in the presence of the people you're talking about. And that's clear evidence in the video. That's all I got to say. If anyone else has any doubt, just watch the video. It's in the video. It's in the footage.
Indeed.
So I say salute, honest to you. Keep doing the work and exposing the fakeness, because there's been too much confusion in the community for many, many years, misleading people. That is why people did not want to be a part of the temples.
Indeed.
And so it's only right. Drop that Moab, clear the land, and clean house.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. And so that's brother Seals. I say Seals. That's my brother Silas, man, calling from Noble Temple number 33 in Atlanta. Shout out to Noble Temple number 33, the grand governor out there. My good brother. No, that's my brother Seals, man, from Noble Temple 33 out there from the Noble Temples. See, on Sunday, we are going to have a Noble Temple show, because for some reason people think, I mean, some people, Sister Lee Bay, I'm not debating. You know what I mean? I'm not slandering, sister. Before I give out the number, please point to the slander for me. Show me the slander, sister. Do we know what slander is? Matter of fact, I want to show people what slander is. I'm going to put the number out in a minute, and then I'm going to shut it down. I want to show people what slander is, and I want people to tell me if I slandered. That's all I want people to tell me if I slandered. I didn't make up nothing. I didn't say he said this, he said that. I only showed video. I only showed footage. I mean, I only show video and footage. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Now, before I put the phone number out, I want to show and prove that if I slandered, then hold me accountable. I didn't call anybody out their name. All right. Now, I'm going to show y'all what slander means, and let me know if I slandered. The action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to the person's reputation. There's nothing I said was false, because I just played the footage. There's nothing I said was false. All I did was play the footage. Our building. That's all I did. That's not slander. How can that be slander? That's not slander. We have to understand, like when somebody says something, you may not like it, but that doesn't make it slander. That does not make it slander. Remember that. That doesn't make it slander. All right? I mean, you might not like it, but it does not make it slander. Period. You know what I mean? That does not make it slander. You got to know what slander is before you start accusing people. You're slandering me, actually. You're slandering me, saying I'm slandering. I mean, You slandering me, saying that I'm slandering. Come on, Sister Stephanie. I love you, sis. It's all right. Sister, you can talk to me privately. Matter of fact, I would love to talk to you on a Zoom platform so I can show and prove that what you subscribe to, according to documentation, according to documentation, according to documentation, it's not right and exact. According to documentation, you know what I mean? According to documentation, Sister Stephanie Lee Bay. Now, let's do this. Just like I just showed the footage, and at 1 second. Just like I showed the footage 1 second ago concerning what was that 3940 Indiana Avenue, right? I just showed the footage concerning 3140 South Indiana Avenue, right? Now, if I just showed you that, right? Give me 1 second. If I just showed you that, right? And then let's keep it a buck. 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 I just showed you, I mean, it was there for that business deal. People double sales properties all the time. Nah, brother. Brother, I deal with properties in Baltimore. Damuel. And Tyrone is a real estate agent. Tyrone 7. Until your name is on the paper, you don't claim it. Until you got a closing date, you don't claim it. I mean, Tyrone, he's trying to say they double sell property. Until you close on it or you have a closing date, you don't claim no property. Matter of fact, you really don't claim until you close. You really don't claim until you close. You don't put a down payment and then start taking donations. Come on, Damuel. You're not crazy. You don't put a down payment on anything. You don't put a down payment on anything and then start taking donations. Now, man, you don't do that. You don't do that, brother. You don't do that. It's not yours. Until that deed is signed, until you go to a trust attorney. Until you go to a trust attorney, you don't go nowhere taking people money, saying you are going to rehab something that is yours, because it is not yours. It's a flat out lie. It's a flat out lie. You can't get around it. Just leave me alone is what I say. Now, just leave me alone is what I say. Let me go uplift all humanity. Y'all do what y'all do. Because every time you mess with me, I'm going at you. I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I mean, ain't nobody calling. Let me put the number back up again. Just leave me alone. I mean, just leave me alone. Every time you come to me with drama, I'm going to bust your head intellectually. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mommy, I'm cold. Him in my blanket. Leave me alone. Hey, listen. If you say I don't have no authority, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mama, I'm cold. Him in my blanket. I'm having a good time. Man, listen, I'm going to tell you something, family. What y'all don't understand, right, is in reality, real talk, in reality, I don't take this serious. This is real talk. I really don't take this serious. I'm not impressed by your slander of me. I'm not impressed by your tough talk. It doesn't matter to me. Real talk. It really do not matter to me. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you with information. Every time you come at me sideways, I'm going to get you with information. Make no mistake about it. You know what I mean? Hold up. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the phone number up in here. Let me see if I can get somebody on the line up in here. Cancel that. Let me see. Mommy, I'm cold. Hand me my blankie. I had a good time. I had a good time. I had a real good time. Come on, family. Where y'all at? All right, listen. I'm going to put the number in here, man. Y'all got to call me up. Anybody got something they want to say? Listen, let me tell you something. Man, I wish I could get Bailey Ill on the line. Let me see if I can get Bailey Ill on the line tonight. Let me see that. In fact, now don't call me yet. Let me see if I can get Bailey Ill on the line tonight. Let me see if I can get Bailey Ill on the line. Says everybody, well, see if I can get my brother on the line. Because I love me some Bailey Ill. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let's see if I can get him on the line. Let me see if I can get my...
I'm not available right now.
There you go.
You leave a message, I will return your call as soon as I can. Peace and love.
Islam, Supreme Grand Sheikh David Bailey. This is your brother Tahaka Bey, the Sheikh that you made. That's right, Johnson Bey. Brother, you know I'm a little bit loud. My apology. Call me when you get this message. I was on Moors World TV, and I wanted you to share a few words with the people. When you get a chance, give me a call. This is T. Johnson Bey from Baltimore. Talk with you soon. Peace. Yeah, hey, Rob me up. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I'm screaming in his voice, man. He just got out of the hospital. Oh, man, my apology. No, man, I do honor brother. I do actually honor D. Bailey Ill. He's a very warm brother. I try to call him again. He's a warm, good brother. Let's see. I try to get him in there. He's a warm, good brother. He's just a good.
I'm not available right now. If you leave a message, I will return your call as soon as I can.
Yeah, Islam. But Sister Stephanie Lee Bay, I don't have no beef with them. I just want to get you the truth. Yeah, I think he rested. He ain't got no time for Moors World TV. But hey, see, that's the thing, Stephanie Lee Bay. If he calls himself Supreme Grand Sheikh, why can't you honor that? See, that's that cultish stuff. Because BRASWELL Bey, I call him Supreme Grand Sheikh. He's not my Supreme Grand Sheikh, but if that's what he preferred to be called, that's what I call him, out of respect. Out of respect. See, y'all don't have no respect for your elders. See, that's the problem. Y'all cultish. You know what I mean? Y'all cultish, man. You know what I mean? Anybody want to debate? Who want battle? Everybody, look, call in. Call in, sis. Call in. I'm not, look, that's the reason why I am doing the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheikh. And I hope everybody who get a ticket, you can view it in your home. You can view it in your home. No one will see you. No one will know what you're talking about. I mean, no one. No one. And you know the crazy thing about, matter of fact, listen, what y'all was hearing on that demonstration, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. On the video you was hearing, on the video that you was just hearing, right? What I showed all night, the video I was just showing. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. Because I started late, but I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna leave them alone and I'm gonna move on, getting people in tune. The video that y'all was hearing, that y'all heard all night, was this brother interviewing him. This brother on my page talking reckless like he really wants some wreck. I'm like, yo, chill. Inbox me. Inbox me. Inbox me. I don't want no trouble, but I give you what you want. I don't want no trouble. But this was the guy that was doing the interview. This is him right here. And he says, I am duty bound to correct whatever is wrong in your missive, which correct knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Well, if you are duty bound, I am too. And you know, you're the one that said. Matter of fact, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. What you said. That's your voice. This is your voice right here. This is your voice. Hold on.
restored to his grandeur.
Listen.
As the turn of the booth when the prophet starts having meetings, one of the early locations of the meeting, so that as friends and friends, sympathizers,
listen.
here, that the Moors Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity Hall at 30.
This is his voice. Right hand man. Hold up. Let me put his picture up here so y'all can see it. This is his voice that the Moorish Science Temple of America purchased.
So that as friends and friends, sympathizers, here, that the Moorish Science Temple of America was able to purchase the Unity.
Hold up. Hold on, family. Hold on. Here I come. It's live. Can you hear me?
Peace, I can hear.
Okay, my brother. What I was just playing was Roger Brewington Bey claiming that the Moorish Science Temple of America purchased, you feel me, that they purchased the building. I didn't say that. That's not slander. Matter of fact, who I'm talking to and where you calling from, brother?
Peace. The Supreme 7 Alive, 704 Joe, 5% nation, peace to the nation, gods and earth.
Yeah, peace to the gods.
That was you. Hey, man, I love this, man. I just want to say, man, brother, we can't show the proof of the deed, man. Hey, serious thing is still from the temple, man. Serious deal, man.
Hey, bro.
That's a serious
This is the thing. This is the thing, bro. They don't have a deed. They don't.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have a deed.
Brother, the reason why they don't have a deed, brother, because they are not connected to the original movement. They started in 1993. I'm going to prove that on the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. It started in 1993.
We got enough of the Umars and the polite Zazas. We don't need this. We don't need this.
And check this out, brother. In 1993, they started, right? And since 1993, they haven't moved the meter 1 inch.
Man, the people who are members of that temple, if they don't see this and they can't understand this, man, like you say, they culture.
Brother, let me tell you something. When I went to, brother, stay on the line with me for a second. When I went to Chicago, right? And because, you know, I do this blog show, so people know me a little bit. And so me and a few other Moors, we just wanted to travel around to Chicago. It wasn't nothing special about that group. It was that we about unity. And so if Moors around, we going to be there. It's just like you. If you go to Chicago and you hear like, man, the gods having an event, the gods of the earth going to be such, you're going to show up. And so that's what we did. We showed up. Bro, they left us.
I'm going to Harlem. You're right. History.
Bro, they left us at the door for like 45 minutes. They ultimately let us in, you know what I'm saying? After going back and forth, these little tough guys at the door and all that, acting like they ready to build. Now, I ain't even going to get into talking about, you know what I mean, what they look like. I ain't even going to get to that. But anyway, ultimately, they went upstairs. I was like, tell the Supreme Grand Sheik Tahaka Bey. Tahaka Bey is here. You know what I mean? You see my brother Moorish Mystic in the chat. He said they didn't let us in. And it was cold outside. We had like 10 sisters with us. We had like 10 sisters and it was 3 brothers. You know what I mean? Not until I said, you know what I mean? I said, tell the Supreme Grand Sheik Tahaka Bey is downstairs. The brother went upstairs and told him that. And then they said, okay, you can come in. And I said, well, just me? He's like, looked at everybody and said, no, everybody can come in. So real quick, brother, 704. I goes upstairs, right? On some real man stand-up stuff, though, right? I lean down beside him. He's sitting in the middle of a room like he's the Alibaba. I leaned down beside of him, put my arm around his head and said, while his mufti's looking, I said, brother, this ain't no Moorish Science Temple of America. The prophet would have never left Moors outside of a public meeting. And he looked at me and said, brother, well, so many people tried to attack me. Well, I wonder why. You know, and then I snapped the picture. But yeah, brother, anything you want to add to the conversation? 704. I appreciate you. You support me. You have been around. You're one of the A1s from the day one.
All right, Ty, one thing, man, one thing. They don't have to take your word, man.
Indeed. Indeed.
They can go for themselves.
And correct. And that's the, hey brother, that's the crazy thing about the cultish effect. Most people that follow this stuff will not hold nobody accountable. All you got to do is go look this stuff up. Like they got a building on the front of their website. Talk about his Grand Major Temple. Won't you go and ask them when the last time some work was done on it? When the last time an electrician was there? The last time a plumber was there? When was the last time? Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
One more thing, Ty. Where was you? All right, man. Peace.
Peace and love, man. Peace and love. You know what I mean? Listen, they mad at me. They mad at me because I'm telling the truth. There is no reason for me to lie. There is no reason. There's no reason for me to lie. There is no reason. I'm saying it's time to hold our people accountable. Just like me. They've been around since 1993. 1993. The Noble Temples started our mission last year. Within 4 months, we purchased a 3-story building. Within 4 months. Now it took a lot of money out everybody's pocket, especially out my pocket. I'm still trying to recover. But guess what? I know the good that it will do for the community. I know the good that it's going to do for everybody. So I know the good that the store going to do. I know the good and the pride that he was talking about. I know what that's going to do for the esteem of Moors in Baltimore and around the country. When you can come to Baltimore, and you can say, you know what? I'm going to get some oils. You know what I mean? I'm going to go get some oils. So that's my brother say, oh yeah, I'm going to go get some oils. You know what I mean? So listen, if I tell you, okay, right, real quick, let me go back at it. If they tell you that they have purchased this building, right, 5 to 7 years ago, they told you they purchased this building, and they was asking for donations to rehab, right? They were asking for donations to rehab, and nothing happened, right? Now they doing it again with this building. You feel me? Nothing is happening. You see, and this is the Grand Major Temple. They call this the House of Ali. There you go, right here. The House of Ali. This is the House of Ali right here. There you go. Y'all see it? Oh, y'all don't see it. Hold up. Let me bring it back up. Because y'all don't see it. I don't think y'all seen it. I'm going to bring it back up. There you go. Now, if they fell through with that, and here they go. Where your donations going? Because they didn't have this for 3 years. At least two years. And you can't even go to convention if you don't pay your dues. So you're getting paid. Where to work at? Ain't nobody asking. Who in Chicago? Walk around there and see what's going on. Who in Chicago? We need somebody to go and take a look at it. The only thing different is new boards up. That's the only thing different. You know what I mean? That's the only thing different is new boards up there. That's the only thing different. Now, that's the only thing different. How do I know? Because in 8/20, and y'all see this? It was a troubled building, abandoned on 8/28/2018. 8/28. You see that? I'm not making this up. If it don't look like that, you must have went over there a few months ago and did something. I mean, you must have went over there a few months ago, because 8/28/2018, this what it looked like. This what it looked like. I mean, 8/28/18 is after the summer. This is what it looked like. You see what I'm saying? And now let me show you in closing. Let me show you in closing. Let me get up out of here in closing. One of the main reasons we can't get nothing done. And Sister Stephanie, I like you, sister, but you want to be in a conversation. So you sure you want to be in this conversation? You sure you want to be in this conversation? Sister, since you want to be in this conversation, now, let me look at the camera real quick. Sister, her name is Stephanie. Sister, I love my sisters, but if you want to be in the conversation, you're going to have to be able to take the heat. All right? All right? You're going to have to be able to take the heat. You know what I mean? You're going to be after. Hey, listen, none of this is in the presentation. None of this is in a presentation. None of this. You're going to have to take the heat. The reason why nothing get done is because the same people that attack me is the same ones that attack the prophet. The same ones that attack the prophet. Let me show you what I'm talking about. No, I'm not the prophet. But the same one that attacked me is the same ones that attacks the prophet. Right? Hold on one second. Let me get to it real quick. Give me a second. Let me get to it real quick. Stand by. Okay, hold up. Wait, I want to find this one guy real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you why. Where is it real quick? Give me 1 second. Y'all see where I had that little post at? Where the brother, let me see if I can find it. Bam, it's not there. I threw my stuff around a little bit. Let me get my stuff together real quick. I want to show y'all something, why they attack me. Instead of just bringing information, I'm going to show y'all. It's very simple. It's very simple why they attack me instead of bringing information. Let me just find this demonstration real quick. Let me find it. Bam. Bam. Is that it? Bam. Okay. No, that ain't it. That's old Roger. Tough guy Roger. You know what I mean? But I'm going to show you in a minute. Matter of fact, I might just go to his page and just pull him up so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you why they want to attack. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Y'all ready, family? And this is the grand finale. The reason why these guys want to attack, right? Instead of bringing information, because one main reason is this. The same reason they attack the prophet. They have an agenda to keep the information from the people that will liberate them. They're not doing nothing on a civic level. They're not doing nothing on a civic level. They're not doing nothing on an economic level. You know what I mean? They're not doing nothing. So what they're doing is they're working for somebody. This is what they're doing. Now, this is my guesstimate. This is not slander. This is what I'm gonna show you some fact. So this guy here is always on the attack, and that guy's Circle 7 brand. He's just a young boy that don't know what he into. He said, I keep telling him that he's doing his own thing. He's talking about me. He isn't a part of the prophet's temple or a grand body. He's saying I'm not a part of them. Correct. I'm not a part of your cult. He isn't under anyone. You're correct. I'm under a law. You're correct. You know what I mean? I honor BEY, but my leader is Allah and the prophet. Correct. But I do honor BEY to my last breath. He is not under anybody. So where is his lineage? And we're going to talk about that on February the 3rd. We're going to talk about that lineage. That's going to be one of the main points of the discussion. But this is the reason why they have a problem with me. These brothers are Masons. And these are the same ones that the prophet fought against. These are the Masons. You see this? most worshipful, Prince Hall, Grand Lodge, F&A&M of Georgia, Office of Grand Historian, October 31st. Bro, John Harrison. Notice he doesn't have Harrison Bay. It's John Harrison. But he's a part of the BRASWELL Bay MOORS. You see what I'm saying? He's a part of the BRASWELL Bay MOORS. You follow me? You follow me? He's a Mason. I mean, they're the same ones that try to chase Prophet Noble Drew Ali out of Chicago. He's a Mason. Here you go again. Hold up. Let's read it. I have read over your manuscript. Matter of fact, you can read it with me. He's a Mason. You see this? It says, I have read over your manuscript and have found it to be very thorough, and it effectively refuted every question the white papers attempted to pose. Your paper should be used as an example in research circles and a guide on how to effectively write a rebuttal. Fraternally yours, David L. Gillum Jr., Worshipful Grand Historian. Now, I might get in trouble now because I'm messing with Masons. These are the big deals. These are the ones that send the people in the black suits at you. You see? But this is all for the people. This is all for the people. You know what I mean? Here you go right here. He got another letter. Oh, he not ashamed. He bold too. Listen, bro, John Harrison, University Law. Man, y'all think it's a game? These the same people. These the same people. You know what I mean? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. These are the same people, family. Let me stop the screen share for a second because I want to read it to you. I mean, these are the same people. All right, give me 1 second. I moved too fast that time. No, cancel that. Okay, there it is. Okay, I moved too fast that time. Hold on, I moved too fast. But these are the same people, family. The same people. This is why they're so mad at me. Look, bro, John Harrison, not a Bay, not an L. Not a Bay, not an L. No, he's infiltrating the 5% and the Moorish side tip of America with this large mess. Bro, John Harrison, University Lodge, number 141, most worshipful Grand Lodge of Washington. Dear Brother Harrison, that's your brother. You can't worship God and what they say God and Shaitan at the same time. Huh? You can't do that. This is why they attack me. These are the same people attack the prophet. These are the same people that attack the prophet. There you go. The same people. You know what I mean? These are the ones that send them black suits at you. So I know why they be threatening. You know what I mean? I know why. This is why this brother talking about a lineage. I keep telling him that he's doing his own thing. What thing is you doing? Huh? Calling people worshipful master. That's what you doing. Can't serve no two masters. You kidding. There you go. I mean, there you go. Let me get up out of here. Y'all, I mean, nah. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it at that.
Of America. I would look that closely.
My bad. Hold up. My bad. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. Now I'm gonna leave it at that. So, Sister Stephanie, what's the question Damu said? Let me see the question Damu said. What Damu said? Just because he a Mason makes him an enemy. Do you know that the first GC Grand Sheik, Supreme Grand Sheik Emilio, was a Freemason D? First time I ever heard that too, brother. Produce the paperwork. Won't you debate me on it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, Sister Stephanie, if you're still watching, Sister Stephanie, if you want to get in this conversation, be careful. Be careful. I'm not a Mason, never been a Mason, never will be a Mason. The prophet created the Adab chamber, the Moorish Temple of America, third heaven. That's good enough for me. I don't need to go no higher than what the prophet has taken me. Seventh heaven. I don't need your degrees. I don't need your little handouts, your little pats on the back. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that. Now, man. It's all peace and love. Watch your language. You on Moorish World TV. I got my finger on the stop button as it is. Where you from and what you want to talk about. I don't know how to do this.
It's wrong.
It's not, brother.
This is Fedori R. Crowley from Cincinnati, Ohio.
It's not, brother.
So I don't know. I don't really say too much about all this politics and stuff online, but it's been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the truth about this matter, about the grand bodies and all this stuff, lies within our elders.
Yes,
you know,
brother.
You have a lot of history that goes on from BRASWELL BEY, who is my Supreme Grand Sheik. You got the brother Rasadiel, who was around that time. You got the brother Kenyu BEY.
Right.
And there's probably a couple others.
Hey, good brother. Good brother.
As well, right?
Big brother. You sound like a very reasonable brother. Can we talk like brothers for a second? I won't disrespect you, nor would I disrespect your leader.
We can always talk like brothers because, and the thing is this with me, and this is me. I don't really care about the whole ego thing with, you know, all that mess and arguing back and forth. The thing is,
I like you, brother.
We got a lot of people who were seeking Noble Drew, who were seeking more Science Temple of America, who were seeking the prophet. And we found it with who we found it with.
Yes, right? Sir. Yes,
sir. Whether the body is legitimate or whether it's not.
Right.
You got people out here who believe they with something that is not credible at all. And they have no idea that all this politics is going on, but Islamism is in their heart. You feel me?
Brother, you on point, brother. You on point. You winning. You winning me over, brother. You winning me over.
Thank you. Okay. So, you know what I mean? And the thing is, you know, I don't know if you're still with Bailey Hill or not. I don't know if you are not. I really do not know.
Well, brother,
it doesn't really matter to me.
Let me say this though, brother. Let me say this for the people, because the you know, brothers in the BRASWELL BEY, since this happened, they thinking that's like a shot. Oh, he's not with Bailey Hill. Family, if I tell you that I honor D. Bailey Hill, and I'm about to do a presentation called The Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, I'm not aiming at one person. You feel what I'm saying? This is going to put everything on the table. And so I'm not telling you I'm with or without Bailey Hill as it relates to him giving me the authority to do something. I can tell you this. I can pick up the phone right now and call Bailey Hill, and anything I do, he got my back and support 100%. I can tell you that.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? But the point is, I don't want to reveal too much until February the 3rd, because the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, it takes no sides. It pulls no punches. It only tells the story from a documented perspective. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not talking about BRASWELL BEY
from the perspective of whatever documentation that
there you go, have. Brother. And I'm not taking
people have other documentation as well.
Right.
But I'm not here to argue about any of that either. The thing is, you got people going to tell their story from their perspective.
Right.
You have others who have viewed, you know, let's say whatever documentation that maybe you have put out, maybe others have put out, maybe documentation that Inc. has put out, maybe documentation that the Reincarnated has put out. And then there is people who have all of that documentation plus more. So, you know what I mean? You have people who might react.
Bro, what I'm saying is,
who might react. Let me real quick.
I'm sorry.
You have ones that might react to a statement you're saying because as far as they know, as far as the documentation they have seen, as far as the authenticity that they have been shown and proven, there is no need for a myth of a Supreme Grand Sheik from the perspective of certain individuals.
Right.
So I think that sometimes we have people who take that and run off online with these emotional rants. And honestly, for me, I remember I'm not an ADEP, you know, I'm not a Sheik. I'm a study group leader for Cincinnati. I've been up and down with that for years. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we know how the struggle is trying to trying to get people off the ground and really be faithful to this thing, you know, to be legitimate. But I've been around since 2002 as far as the Moorish movement. It's been in this body since, in the grand body since 2006. Now, and I've been around for a long time, Nation of Gods and Earths and various other movements,
Right.
you know what I mean? But the thing is, the answer lies within these elders, and the answer lies within the leadership. My thing is, instead of arguing back and forth online, why not try to aim to get the leadership together, to have a meeting together, have a discussion? Now, there are some issues that are very serious. There's accusations that are very serious that might not be taken lightly. But from the standpoint of men, because we are men, we're not children, we're not adolescents, we're not little boys or anything, and we shouldn't be conducting ourselves as emotional creatures on the internet. I think that it would be better for us to get together and politic as grown men. And if ones want to have security from their own body there, that's expected, and that should go that way if ones don't trust others, because I know that people do not trust others. But that would be a better thing to do, you know what I mean, to bring this together, if that's a possibility. If not, maybe we all need to stand on our own corners, and if there is some type of political stance or some way to work together from certain ways, then maybe do it.
Indeed.
That's all I got to say, bro.
Indeed, and I appreciate you, brother. You make a lot of sense. My whole thing with the presentation of the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik is I'm going to bring a universal approach to it. I'm not taking no sides. It's like, if you like research and if you like history, the history just tells the story what the evidence convey. You see what I'm saying? And I know for a fact that the history that I'm going to show, most people have seen before but haven't paid attention to. You know what I'm saying? And then 50% of it, they're going to be like, oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. And it's going to be a universal approach to this common problem that we have faced for a long time. And I'll say this and I'll let you go, brother. The difference between Tahaka Bey addressing this and somebody going back and forth on Facebook, Tahaka Bey has influenced quite a few people on social media. And that's what the powers that be are scared of. It's because if I've influenced somebody, they might believe what I'm saying, and they might begin to ask questions. So this is where we're at. The next generation need to ask more questions. And so we can get to the divine plan of the ages, because we've been misled. And I'm going to show that on February the 3rd. But brother, I think you are a gracious brother. I appreciate you. And brother, you can always call in the show, and even your brothers, you know, I'm gonna tell you like Malcolm told the president of movie, you know, go back to your people, man, and tell them, man, I don't got no beef with them. We just try to get to the facts. That's it.
I mean, you know, I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, online is a whole different thing that's being pushed. You know, I mean, this show is entertaining. You know, I watch your show all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of serious matters to deal with. We got a lot of accusations, and we got one movement that has splintered off into 3 movements. That have splintered into several movements from those 3 movements. Then you got people with their own agenda running the sovereign thing, associated profit with that. And it's really one movement, one temple that's supposed to exist, one organization. Somebody's authentic and other people are not.
Okay,
you know, you have maybe an authentic business,
that would be fine,
demonstration you did once have started, but that doesn't mean that it is, you know, the actual thing that the prophet started.
Let me ask you this,
we need to get to.
Let me ask you this more. Why is it when somebody questions that everybody feel threatened? Like right now, we got John Harrison Bay in the chat. Why don't he debate me on authority? Since he's so, I mean, it can be brotherly. It ain't got to be no gangster talk.
I mean,
debate me on authority.
I don't think that when somebody, somebody's necessarily feeling, you know, threatened or anything by certain statements. I think that some people are just giving a response to it. I think sometimes we jump to conclusions and think that people are afraid, or think that people are, you know, threatened by you bringing up something, or by them bringing up something.
Absolutely.
But I don't think that that's it. I think that's hearsay.
Yeah, absolutely. My thing is this. I'm going to let you go. Like John Harrison Bacon say, let me call in. You know, he's going to ask one question. Are you under Bailey? Are you under Bailey? I'm like, brother, if you want to get to that point, debate me on authority. Debate me on your authority. And you You make mine, you turn mine into not valid, and I turn yours into not valid, if that's what you want to do. But you're not going to interrogate me. I'm not going to interrogate you. You know, my thing is, last but not least, big bro, my thing is, why in the world was attacked? I mean, I don't want to use the term attack. I was the one that was put under the microscope. I didn't put y'all under the microscope. I didn't put Braswell Bay under the microscope. I was put on the microscope, under the microscope.
You mean from your initial post?
No, by Braswell Bay. Initially from Braswell Bay, then Carter Bay, and then my initial post. There. That's how it came about. When I went to
I don't know. I didn't follow that. And I don't see all that.
Everybody hear my big mouth at the end.
A couple individuals, you know, they're speaking for a couple individuals. Some things that people say, they are speaking for the movement. However, it's from the perspective of one or two individuals. So you can't let the entire platform be viewed from the words of one person, just like from your perspective. You know what I mean? These things said about Bailey Hill, but things is
I didn't say nothing about Braswell Bay. I never said nothing about Braswell Bay, brother. That we can't compare that. I've never said nothing about Braswell Bay. Nothing. You can't find nowhere where I've said something about Braswell Bay. I actually think he's a charming brother. I actually like the brother. He's a warm brother. I didn't say nothing about him.
Whatever word you're using, I mean, I saw your show the other day. You had a brother in there. You had a Spring Grand Sheik in there, among other brothers as well. But if you're saying you never said nothing directly, I mean, I don't know. I don't even care about that. My thing is, the thing is this: if there is an issue with our leadership, and if we have an issue with your leadership, right?
Right.
Those are two different people.
Absolutely.
Right. You might be a member under Bailey Hill, and you might not even like Bailey Hill, but you might perceive him as the authentic Supreme Grand Sheik, right? So you're going to stay in line. It's like we all live in the United States of America. We don't like Donald Trump. Most of us don't. But he is the president, period. We know we recognize that he is the president even though we don't like him, right? Organizations are like that sometimes. So what you have in the history of Temple, you have people who were members under certain leadership, and they didn't like them, so they started around to do their own thing. And that has happened so much, right? But that doesn't mean that members of these different movements have to have issues with each other.
No, I don't.
Because our elders are going to go away. They might change minds. They might get sick. They might step down. Anything can happen.
Brother.
But we sit here making enemies with each other.
Hey, brother, listen to me.
Like this is a lot of threats I see online. This is a serious thing because I care about our people, but we got people acting like children on the internet, creating enemies.
But listen to me. If Braswell Bay would not have addressed me, and Carter Bay would not have addressed me, and even when they addressed me in the form that they did, I said explicitly, we can keep this right here in private. You can hear me?
I hear you.
I said we can keep it in private, but the moment that it goes public, I am holding no punches. And now it's public.
I don't know anything about that, but I would say that maybe individuals just need to have a conversation. Call them on the phone.
Yeah, I'm good. Brother, I appreciate your call. Let me get this brother real quick. This brother want to call him. Brother, I appreciate you. I think you're a gracious brother, and I honor you. I honor you as my brother, and I will say as my friend to try to bring peace within confusion. You follow me? I appreciate you, brother. Peace and love. Peace and love. With that being said, I want my brother, and you still my brother, regardless of how much crazy you've been talking online. You got your main man right now knows nothing about me. Islam, welcome to Moors World TV. Who you are? Where you calling from? Let's get it. Islam. Who you are? Where you calling from? Let's get it.
This is Brother John Harris the Bay.
There we go. Let's go. Talk to me, brother.
Okay, so I'm here on the phone with you, brother.
I say, listen.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, listen. I said, let's debate the authority. Are you available Sunday?
I'm on the phone with you now.
No. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna hang up on you. If you don't listen. I'm gonna let you talk, then I'm gonna talk. When I debate, I don't want to just talk. I want to show and prove. So let's set it up for Sunday. We set it up for Sunday. We can do it Sunday, and we can talk about authority. Do you know how to screen share? Because I don't want no excuses.
Listen.
Just say yes or no. We ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Brother,
we meet here on Sunday.
I'm right here right now.
Do you want to call in? Brother.
You let me call in. Why you don't want to discuss it now?
Brother, because it's just going to be an argument. I want to show the people. Brother,
it won't be an argument.
Brother,
you ask the question and I ask the
brother,
question.
do you want to debate on Sunday before the people? Bring your own moderator. I'm not discussing right now. Man, you don't want to. Brother, inbox me if you want to debate on Sunday. I'm not going to have a shouting match with you right here on what's the name.
Can I ask you a question?
No, debate me on Sunday. We're not going to have a shouting match. Brother, we are not going to have a shouting match right here. We're going to have a debate. Brother, do you want to debate me on Sunday? Yes or no? Show and improve.
What time are we going to debate?
You tell me, brother. I'm on your time right now, and I'm ready.
Okay. So we'll debate. I'll get with you. We'll talk about
what I want you to do is to.
Why are you getting animated?
Listen to me. No. Listen to me. Brother, I'm a hyper brother. Everybody knows.
He don't want me to ask a question.
Brother,
he's not going to let me ask any questions.
Because I'm not going to answer any question because I know.
Then why did you let me call in, brother?
Because if you want to make a statement, make a statement. But I want to debate you. See what they don't know. What they don't know is you're a Mason and you got sneaky moves. Just like. Let me finish.
You think that's going to deter them from listening?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
You said I can make a statement, right?
Let me finish and then you
can.
I
make a statement?
Yeah. Listen.
Can I make my statement?
Listen, brother. I'm going to let you get the floor and you can go.
Thank you.
I tried to talk to you civilized and private in the chat.
Right.
And after the chat, you say, let me show this to the public. Man, whatever. So I already know where you're going with this. Because the public don't know that you and I had already talked before. So I know where you're going.
Right.
So I don't want to play this game no more with the back and forth.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
What I want to do is, I want you to show up on Sunday and we'll debate. But you can make the statement. The floor is yours now.
So I can make a statement.
Floor is yours, brother.
Thank you. Here's my statement. Now, it's funny that you would talk about the myth of the Supreme Grand Chief. The problem is that we know that the prophet established this seat. We know and understand how it got all the way down to Brother Braswell's day. You're trying to say that there's this break in the lineage. What I'm telling you is, brother, the only thing that you're going to bring to this conversation is nothing more than your interpretation of documentation that everybody else already has. It's your interpretation. I don't understand how you can go in public and talk about someone else's authority and you have a questionable authority of your own. You don't have any authority, brother. You sitting up here using a warrant of authority from someone you're not even under. How do you do that? You understand? I don't understand how you do that. And then you want to talk about Brother Braswell Bay. Where is your authority? How you going to question the authority of a Supreme Grand Chief with a legitimate claim to the seat? And then you, brother, you don't even have a legitimate claim to the seat. And that's the only thing that I'm saying to you, brother. First, check your own house, man, before you start going and pointing fingers at Brother Braswell Bay. You understand? That's all I'm telling you. And the only thing you have to do is just answer the questions and stop dancing around them. Everybody saw the whole conversation that you and I had. You never wanted to. You should be very proud of your Supreme Grand Chief, whoever that is. You know, you should be proud enough to say, hey, man, you know, this is my Supreme Grand Chief. Everybody else do. I don't care what group they from. They will tell you who their Supreme Grand Chief or their leader is. You're the only person I've met who I've asked, who is your Supreme Grand Chief? Are you under this brother's leadership? And you dance around the question the whole time because you don't want to let nobody know, brother. You just out here outlaw. You understand what I'm saying? And so, yes, I'll debate you on Sunday. We'll talk about all your parameters and whatever you want me to do to make it happen, we'll do it. You know what I mean?
That's it.
All right.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. So, family, the reason why, listen, the reason why I wasn't going to have a shouting match with this guy is because he is really not following the thread. I am responding to BRASWELL BEY. That's number one. I'm responding to BRASWELL BEY. I didn't address BRASWELL BEY first. He addressed me. He asked me, what are you doing with a virtual temple? You can't make a virtual temple. I left it alone. Carter Bey came right behind him and said to him, anything virtual is fake. And I proceeded to show him how fake he was. I only responded. And so as we talk about authority, this Sunday, family, when we talk about authority this Sunday, I'm telling you, I'm going to make the flyer tonight, 8 o'clock Sunday. 8 o'clock Sunday. I want y'all to be here. I hope it be 500 people in the chat. I'm going to tell you, BRASWELL BEY boys, BRASWELL BEY Moors, whoever they are, I'm telling you, I bet you they won't gain one more member. I bet you they won't gain one more member when I present. Now, some of this information is going to come out the Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. Maybe about 6 slides. I'm ready to give it up. I'm ready to give it up. I'm ready to give it up. Maybe about 6 slides. I guarantee you, family, this is why I wanted to do it on that. This is why I want to debate it, so I can show y'all the proof. So he said we're going to talk offline. I don't believe he's going to show up. I'm going to tell you now, because this brother's a Mason. He knows all the secrets. He knows what I know. He knows what I know. He knows even more. He's not going to show up. I mean, he's not going to show up. There's nothing wrong with being a Mason, but being secretive and being crafty and being sneaky. I mean, brother, every time I do something, he said if I wanted to show them proof, I would have showed them already. I'm doing that on February the 3rd. But if you show up on Sunday, they're going to get a show that they ain't going to never forget. They are going to get a show, and it's going to be all documentation. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, what's today? Matter of fact, oh, let me see something. Brother Akhenaten, are you in the chat? Are you in the chat? Brother, do you want to do it tomorrow? Do you want to do it tomorrow? I got folders ready. If my assistant Grand Sheik say we're going to scrap our meeting or table our meeting to Saturday, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. Let me call my assistant Grand Sheik real quick. Let me call. I will do it tomorrow to put this to rest for the next generation. Let me see. I will do it tomorrow. Hold up. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to get busy. I'm ready to put this to rest. Islam? Who I'm talking to? Where you calling from, brother?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Chicago Bank.
Yeah, I'm right here, my brother. Where you calling from?
This is Sheik Avenue from DC, man.
Islam, bro. Oh yeah. Listen, this is one of my elders. One of my elders on the line. Over there, brother, talk to me real quick.
I'm looking at your third show now, Mo. Mo.
Now, Mo, we got to swing this.
Well, you know I love you, bro.
Don't stop me, Mo. Don't stop me,
Mo. You
Mo.
go right to the truth, man.
Huh?
You go right to the truth, Mo.
Don't stop me, Mo.
I was wondering why I was because you know how. Oh, you said that you don't have no problem with just some BRASWELL BEY. Remember I told you, Mo? I said, bro, they Roger Duke and they told me, they told me that I was wrong. I was right. And I look at him, Mo, I bet it's more time it took for you bone.
More.
I
That's the
said,
thing.
I was around before there was no BRASWELL, BEY, Braxton, BEY, anybody. I said, all of you was just a governor. I said, what are you talking about, man?
More, this is the thing. More, you've been in the Moorish Science Temple of America twice the age of half of these Moors.
Yeah.
And they're going to tell you something? Man, they better have some respect. They better put some respect on Sheikh Abdel's name. What is wrong with these guys, man?
I just looked at the thing, man. See, here's the thing. I looked at how you showed up and how he was trying to get money for a building he owned. I said, no, that's that move, right? And see, here's the key. No, Carla B was one time made the Sheik on the Isle. Then he ran to Harvard Bay. He ran from Harvard Bay and went to BRASWELL Bay. We got Grand Bay, who is the Grand Governor.
Talk to him, bro. See, hold up, bro. Hold up, Sheik. Hey, Sheik.
Grand Governor. He's the Grand Governor. He sat in 48th Street on 48th Street with R. Jones Bay, almost, right? And then when he leaves there, he can go with Carter Bay, like on Liquor Street, and say, so he left that in two places. When I told Brother in the Bay that, he said he lied. So what I did, I mailed him our letterhead showing him on it.
Hey, Sheik, you know what's funny to me? You are my elder, my brother and my friend, Lynch Bay, R. Edwards, and so many other elders. You know these brothers that follow BRASWELL, that's their only elder for real. And only they, and they all in the same cluster. So they only, they have no elders over there with Brother R. Jones Bay. They have no elders over there with Belial. They have no elders over there with Kenju. They have no elders nowhere else. They all in a box by themselves, and that's the problem.
That's right, man. I'm just saying, here's the smoke, and I think I shared it with you last time with the good one. Here's the hit. Anytime you become a Sheik, you're an adept, a divine minister, you don't need no leader. Because you're going to be out there establishing stuff for the prophet. The only leader you got is a prophet, man.
Is that what the divine minister papers say? I don't know what they divine minister say.
Divine minister said we ordain ourselves to establish temples.
To do what? Say it one more time. What your paper say? Say it one more time.
That's what it says.
Well, they don't know. More, I don't know what BRASWELL they've been teaching these brothers, but I tell you what, I want to debate one of these guys tomorrow. I got an ADAP class tomorrow. I'm saying let's do the ADAP on Saturday, all be at the will of Allah. I'm 1453. And 1453, they ran up in Constantinople on a Friday holy day and cut throats. But more, I appreciate you more, and I'm going to talk to you soon, and I'm going to put you in tune with our brothers that's doing our prison ministry more, because I got the paperwork. We have a brother on our prison ministry, and brother, he's very passionate, and I'm gonna get you on a three-way call, and you're gonna walk us through and give us some good pointers so we can talk to our brothers and have our brothers something for when they come out of prison.
All right, man.
All right, peace and love, more. Peace and love, my brother.
Peace.
So listen, family. Now, back to this before I get off of here. Brother, do you want to do it tomorrow? Do you want to do it tomorrow? Let me show you something. This is what they do. Let me show y'all. This is what they do. This is how petty they are. Look. Listen, this is what they do. This BRASWELL BEY Moors. Y'all see this? This is what he's doing on Facebook. This is what Brad. How can you tell Tahaka Bey is fake? He gives out a nationality cards with no address on it. Do anybody see that this is a blank nationality card? It ain't even filled out. Anybody see that? And everybody in my temple know where the home office is. What are you talking about? The prophet undeniably had address, place of business on his original nationality. This is what they do. You see that? You see that? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is their fight. He said, Islam. He broadcasted that up. That's what they do. This is a BRASWELL BEY Moor. See how crazy that is? He said his argument is that there's no address on a nationality card. Man, come on, man. That's the best you got? Is that the best you got? And it's a blank nationality card? Is that the best you got? I want to know, is the brother going to debate me tomorrow? I want to know, is the brother going to debate me tomorrow? Will the brother debate me tomorrow? Where you at? Damu, you want to come too? I take on both of y'all. Huh? You want some too? You want some too, old man? No. Y'all remember that Friday? You want some too, old man? He just took my watch. No. I mean, look at Stephanie Lee. Home office is 501 Wabash. Ain't no home office in Wabash, sister. You know how that place looks. Stop that. I mean, where you at? Tomorrow. Huh? Where you at? He won't answer. Let me see if I can call him back. Let me see if the numbers show up. Let me see. Let me see if the numbers show up. Yeah. Let me see. I want to see if the numbers show up. Let me see. Where you at? I need to see. Conversation. Let me see what's going on here. I want to see if I find your number. I'm going to call him back, right? I can't see your number. You want some, old man? You want some, old man? No. Now move. What about tomorrow? Stephanie Lee Bay, she's a Mason too. I can show you her paperwork too. I mean, she's a certified. These are Masons. These are the same people that attack the prophet. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I mean, these are the same people that attack the prophet. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. All right. All right. Hey, family, peace and love. It's been a good journey. I love this demonstration, family. Peace and love, family. Look, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. I got the historical demonstration right here. This is just a part of it. Let me show y'all something. I got the historical. I ain't gonna show y'all too much. I got the historical account. You see, I got the historical account ready to deliver it. Ready to deliver it. Ready to deliver it. I mean, ready to deliver it. Peace to my brother. I like this brother. He's a good brother. And I like the Supreme Grand Sheik BRASWELL BEY too. But he shouldn't have came at me sideways. But we could have kept it private till his members came at me. You know what I mean? Till his members came at me publicly. This is why it's like that. This is why it's like that. You know what I mean? This brother right here, this brother on the left, Light Hill, he gonna walk up to me. You ready to join the prophet's temple? Like, brother, you get out of my face. What's wrong with you? I like you, brother. Don't you walk up on me like that. I like this brother, though. This is a good brother. I like that brother right there. This brother, a real good, peaceful brother right here. I like that brother. I forget his name, but I really like that brother. You know what I mean? I also like Roz said it too, but he's starting to act like the rest of them, making up stuff on Facebook. But for the most part, I got the files ready. You know what I mean? I got the files ready. I got them ready. You know what I mean? They ready. You know what I mean? I got the files ready. I'm trying to tell you. Where did he go? I don't even see him no more. Will he be here tomorrow? I got the files ready. I bet you he don't show up Sunday. How many people? Press 1 if you think he's going to show up. Press 2 if you think he don't. Huh? Press 1 if you think he's going to show up. Press 2 if you think he don't. 2 if he ain't going to show up. 2 if he ain't going to show up. I mean, this is the link for the ticket for the, man, y'all better see this event. 2 if you think he's not going to show up. Y'all think he's going to show up? I don't think he's going to show up. And I want him to bring his own moderator. I want him to bring his own moderator. I would get my brother Ishmael Bey or somebody I know. I don't think he's going to show up. I don't think he's going to show up. I don't think, hey, anybody in the noble temples already know what I know. You see, they learn this stuff every Sunday school. You know what I mean? They already know what I do. They already know I got the Moab. They already know I got the Moab. So listen, family, listen. Before I get out of here, real talk, family. Listen. There is alternatives to pseudo and misleading Moorish Science Temples of America. And when I say misleading Moorish Science Temple of America, I'm talking about those groups and those temples that will misguide people, that will take people finance. There's many temples out here. You have my brother Hopkins Bey in Philadelphia. You have also a temple in Philadelphia under Clarence Prather L. I think it's 22 something dash something in Philadelphia. I forget the name. Pardon me because I messed it up. Good temple, went to, loved them, treated me nice. You have Temple 34 in New York under my brother, my friend Cyrus L. You have Atlanta, Temple 19, and our temple in Atlanta, Temple number 33. Temple number 19 is under Heru Veniciel. Temple number 33 is right now under the Grand Governor, Dr. Gabriel Hernandez L. You also have temples in St. Louis. My good brother, St. Nick the Moor. Don't know his number off the break, but temples in St. Louis. In Chicago, you have my brothers, C.J. Shaw L. In Texas, you also have my brother, Selby Bay. So there's alternatives. And if I missed your name, my apology. My apology. That's not my intention. There's alternatives to being misled and confused. In Los Angeles, we actually have a study group in Los Angeles, Noble Temple Study Group number 2024. And so, these are good temples, these are good temples. Y'all see Muhammad. It goes for 33 because it's on the 33rd parallel. We're dealing with some science in that demonstration, But whatever the case may be, brother, whatever the case may be, there are some good temples out here. Everybody ain't trying to brainwash you. Everybody ain't trying to turn you into a zombie. But I'm going to tell you, these brothers are zombies. I mean, with all good intents and purposes. I'm telling you, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm telling you, no matter where you go, there is a good temple. There's not going to sell you on some idea that they bought a building and they want you to donate. And the building never been purchased. There is some good temples out there. You also got here in Baltimore, temple number 71. You got Brother Prather L here in Baltimore on Milton Avenue. So I can go on and name alternatives forever. Hey, sister, email me and I'll put you in tune with Noble Temple 24. So the thing is that there's many temples out here, alternatives. Everybody is not fighting who is the Alibaba. The only people that do that right now is BRASWELL Bey or the members of the followers of BRASWELL Bey. They run around trying to convince everybody that they are the Alibaba. Oh, my fault, Adrian. My bad, brother. It's not. And they're trying to convince everybody that they're the Alibaba and there is no alternative. Family, that's that cult stuff. That's the same thing where Jim Jones got the people to drink the Kool-Aid. He convinced them that there is no alternative. So, family, there is an alternative to that cultish stuff. That stuff is cultish. When somebody tell you that they are the only authority on the word of God, run. If somebody tell you that they have the only sole authority on God's movement, run. That's a cult. That's a cult. You follow me? Just get away from them. Nobody has a monopoly on the word of God. Say it with me now. Nobody has a monopoly on the word of God. Nobody has a monopoly on a movement put together by God, by his prophet. Nobody do. Don't believe that. For if they had the remedy for our people, then its conditions wouldn't be as it is. And if they knew the prophet, then they wouldn't be in the state that they're in. If they knew the prophet, then they wouldn't be in the state that they're in. The prophet had 30,000 Moors. The prophet had 30,000 Moors moving in one direction. You go to some of these conventions, you probably can count 50, if that, throughout the whole United States. In BRASWELL Bay, you can't even go to his convention if your dues ain't paid. I mean, you can't even go to the prophet's convention if the dues ain't paid. Mind you, it's a part of the convention is a public affair. Now you tell me that ain't cultish. Part of the event is a public affair. That's cultish, man. That's cultish, sister. When a sister came and hugged me, right? We were up there at the convention. A sister came and hugged me. They pulled the sister away from me and said, "You can't hug him." She was liking the fact that I do MOORS World TV, and she finally get to see me. She came down the steps and went to give me a hug. They peeled this sister off of me. They peeled the sister off of me. The sister stood in the distance with her eyes like kind of watery and was like, I was like, "Islam, sister, all is well. All is well." And the sister probably watching right now. The sister probably watching right now. I felt so bad for that sister, man. I was like, man, this is a cult. This is a cult. Had that sister looking like, get out. Come on, man. But again, family, if somebody look at you and said that they control something divine, they lost their mind, family. Scamming in the name of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I proved my point. I proved my point. Look, if BRASWELL Bay was so cultish, how did you get into their parade or celebration? Let me tell you about that too. They actually told us we couldn't come. We came anyway. Don't let me get my brother on the phone. They actually told us we weren't invited. I came anyway. We came anyway, and you had no choice but to be gracious. You had no choice. I came anyway. And I can get my brother on the phone. Because my brother called me and was like, "Bro, they said we can't go. They said it's only their event." He was like, "Bro, I'm going." I was like, "Bro, you know I'm going. Let's go. Let's go." And we went up there. And I can get my brother on the phone. I don't make these stories up. And my brother, a thoroughbred. And he in the Mecca right now. He in the Mecca right now. Nah, man, I'm gonna let this thing go. He in the Mecca right now. I can get him on the phone right now. Who told you this? I'm telling you, me and my brother was making the trip, the same brother that we was up there going to the convention. He was like, "Man, I got the message." Peace and love, family. I mean, we're going to need that noble security team legitimized. The Masons are coming. The Masons are coming. The Masons are coming. The Masons are coming. But guess what? Never, I love you, brother. I love you. I love Braswell Bay Moors. But let's go. Down, don't walk. They